Locals living in the vicinity of the Klamath River in California are experiencing the lowest levels in productivity throughout the river they have in years. The river has been contaminated due to toxic levels of algae in the reservoir from the Klamath Dam. The algae will create low levels of oxygen, which lead to the die-off of massive amounts of salmon. The coho salmon, a fish natural to the area, is experiencing the lowest population
of the
numbers
reservoirs and the open water and in the river stations above and below the reservoirs to see what kind of levels of algae and toxins were coming into and exiting the reservoirs. The toxic algae that we were finding was Microcystis aeruginosa.
So, some are suggesting that we remove the dam entirely. On the other hand, some scientists are suggesting that we copy the methods used in the Hoover Dam. Why don't we cut to them now? The Colorado River serves as the main source of water and transportation for the southwestern United States. Due to the arid climate of the lower basin region, drought is apt and threatening to the ecosystems and economy surrounding the region. Thus, the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation built a series of dams along the river to promote intrinsic and instrumental sustainability. The construction process began in 1931 with the Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam is a National Historic Landmark and, standing at over 725 feet above the Colorado River, it is the highest concrete dam in the Western Hemisphere. The dam weighs more than 6.6 billion tons, equivalent to 17 Empire State Buildings, and required more than 8.5 million pounds of dynamite to blast the foundation of the dam to begin construction. Thank you to Dr. Ernie Steinfeld for your very insightful comments. Look to the Hoover Dam as an example for the future.
When completed in 1935, Hoover Dam was called the eighth wonder of the world. Rising 221 meters, it contains 6 million tons of concrete, enough to pave a road from New York to Los Angeles. A gigantic concrete pyramid wedged in a desolate canyon straddling the Nevada-Arizona border, 56 kilometers from Las Vegas. The reservoir created by Hoover Dam, Lake Mead, covers 620 square kilometers and has a storage capacity of over 35 trillion liters, enough to cover the entire state of New York in 30 centimeters of water. Hoover's hydroelectric power plant has 17 generators capable of producing 2 million kilowatts of electricity, enough for 1.7 million homes. In sum, a gargantuan public works enterprise.
I think it's one of the examples of an engineering project where a group of people came together and achieved a very advanced goal as far as the quality of thinking through engineering from beginning to end.
Now, what if Hoover Dam were built today? What changes would engineers make? And what would they do the same? Would the dam have the same design? Could the reservoir store more water? Could the power plant make more electricity? And what about the environment above and below the dam?
On the morning of Monday, April 24th, in 2006, about 100 fishermen protested the restoration of the Klamath River and their salmon season on the Pacific coast. Many scientists in our labs have devised a solution for the improvement of the Klamath Dam to be modeled directly after the Hoover Dam. The dam will include fish ladders for the safe migration and protection of salmon, and cool water generators similar to those in the Hoover Dam to prevent water from heating the river, thus preventing the growth of toxic algal blooms. The dams must be restored for the future due to the already seen success of the Hoover Dam's creation of jobs in the Great Depression, formation of renewable and clean hydroelectric energy, high levels of tourists each year, and protection of both the environment's intrinsic and instrumental values. The pros clearly outweigh the cons, both economically and environmentally.
Thank you for watching BBC Planet Earth.